Hey guys, Ivan here at ivanmena.com. In this video, I want to show you how to create a Facebook ads campaign from start to finish in 2021. As you watch behind my shoulder, I'm going to show you everything step by step. For those of you new to the channel, welcome. My name is Ivan. I have been making money online from home, only using my laptop since 2017. And I have been promoting ads on various networks such as Google Ads, Microsoft Ads, and Facebook Ads. And so in this video, I want to show you everything I know about running successful, profitable ads on Facebook, any tips, tricks, techniques, anything like that that you have to know so that you can make money online as well. Now, before we get into it, guys, make sure to hit like and subscribe and hit the notification bell icon so you get notified when I release more videos just like this to help you improve your online marketing game. That being said, let's get straight into it. So we have to do a few things here. The first thing we have to do is create a Facebook ads account. How do you do that? First, you have to create a regular Facebook account. So if you don't have one yet, simply head over to facebook.com, create an account. You don't have to make anything fancy, but you have to have a personal account to make this work. Then you're going to head over to business.facebook.com right over here, and you're going to create an account. So simply click on create account. They will ask you to log into your personal account, which I am already here. Then you're going to click on create account over here. You're going to enter the name for your account, your email. On the next step, you're going to enter your address, some basic information, nothing too fancy, and then you will have access to your account. Very simple, very easy to do. Once you create an account, you will land on a page that looks exactly like this, minus these ads. You probably won't see ads. Now, keep in mind that Facebook does always test different variations of their interface. So your interface, if it looks different, it might be a little bit different only because they're testing different variations, okay? So don't be upset by any changes they do. Simply follow what I do and look at the buttons that I click. Okay, that's the main thing. So once you're here, you created your business manager account. Now you have to create your actual ad account. And the way you do that is by clicking on business settings here on the left. Now, there are a few things you guys have to do before you create an ad account. So head over down to the bottom here on the left-hand side and click on business info. And then what you want to do is just verify that all the information here is correct, your address, the legal name of your business, and then scroll down and you will have to verify your email address. So if you still haven't received the email confirmation, you will see a button here that's going to say resend email confirmation. Click on that and verify. You have to verify your email before you can run any ads, so make sure to do that first, okay? Pretty simple. The next thing you're gonna wanna do is head over to payments and add your payment information. Simply click on add and add your Visa or debit card or whatever card you have, and that is pretty much it. So after you add your card and you verify your email, the first thing we have to do is actually create the ad account. So I'm gonna head up over here under accounts, click on add accounts. And we're going to create another account here. Now, I already have my limit of 5 accounts that I used for videos, so I can't create another one, but all you guys are going to do is click on add here, click on create new ad account, and enter the ad account name, confirm your currency, click next, and that's pretty much it. You successfully would have created your account. On the next page, what you might have to do, let me see if this will work. Let's say account 6 and see if that allows me to pass through. You're going to select the business, which in this case is the name of this business account. You're going to click on create. Yeah, so it might not let me do it because I have the maximum number of accounts. But the next step, basically, you just have to attach your name to it. So after you click next to that, you're going to see something like this. All you're going to want to do is click on your name here and then click on manage ad account and click on assign, okay? And that's it. You would have created your account and assigned yourself to be able to manage it. So one of the benefits of creating your Facebook ad account under this business management tool is that you will be able to manage other people's accounts as well. So you can, if you click on add and you click on add an ad account or request access, you will be able to request access for other people's accounts if you want to manage them, if you're like an ad agency or something like that. So let's quickly recap. We have created a Facebook account if you haven't yet. We've created a Facebook for Business account. We have verified all the information, entered the payment, and we have created our ad account. Now what we have to do, the one more thing we have to do before we actually create the campaign is create a Facebook page. So unlike Google Ads, where you can just start promoting once you sign up and enter your billing information, with Facebook, you have to create a page, okay, which is gonna like be the face of your business. People will be able to click on that page, so make sure the page looks good. So what we're gonna do is click on pages over here, and I already have a sample page here, of course. What you're gonna do is click on add and click on, again, create new page. Once again, if you already have a page or you want to manage someone else's account, simply click on request access to a page and follow these two options. Generally, most of you are probably starting from scratch, so we're going to click on create new page. You're going to see all these 6 options. Don't get intimidated. They're all pretty similar. You can change them later on, but it's pretty straightforward. If you are an artist, music, or band, you want to promote yourself as an artist, click this option. If you're a non-for-profit organization, click on this option. If you're promoting games, click this option. Things like that. If you're an affiliate marketer such as myself, you will probably want to click on brand or product. But once again, it doesn't matter too much. You can change this category. The only difference is that Facebook gives you different kind of options, but you can, like I said, change them later on. It doesn't matter too much. So we're going to click on brand or product here, and now you're going to enter the page name. So I'm going to enter, in this case, we'll be promoting my website. So let's say Ivan Mana UT, because actually I could just say Ivan Mana here. And for the category, select a category that fits what you're doing. Let's just say website. I want to promote my website, so I'm making a page for my website. So I'm going to click on create page, and it looks like I already managed this page just like I thought. So let me change the name up a little bit. Let me say YT, Ivan Mana YT, to separate it out a little bit. So now the page is added here, and it automatically adds you as the manager. So if you want to see what this page looks like, simply click on view page, and you will access the page. So what you want to do here is you want to add you'll see here your banner. You will want to add your kind of profile picture. This will show up above your actual ad once we start running Facebook ads. You will want to go into about, and you want to enter all, you might have to click it twice, it lags sometimes. You want to enter all this information here, as much information as you want. You don't have to go over the top, but remember, this is the face of your business. So when somebody clicks on your page, they will have the option with Facebook ads, to click on this page and see your page. You want to make it look trustworthy, credible, presentable, all that fun stuff. Now, I could take another 20 to 30 minutes to make this page look absolutely amazing, but I don't want to go off topic here. I want to focus on the actual Facebook campaign. As long as I'm showing you the tools, I think now you know how to do it. Like you just click this button and add a cover. You click this button and you add a picture. Pretty easy. But if you do want to go into the great minute detail of every single setting of how to in detail create a Facebook ad campaign, all that stuff, I do have courses. Take a look at ivanmana.com/all-courses, where I teach you how to do absolutely everything step by step in very great detail. But for the purpose of this video, let's say that we've created our page. Okay, so we can simply close out of that. And this is our page. Okay, so if we refresh it just to make sure that it's there, we see it here and it's all fine. Make sure your name is there, and that's it. Okay, we're good to go. So now what you want to do, now that you've created your ad account, you've created a page, you want to go over here, click on business tools, and you want to click on ads manager, and this will take you to the main ads manager page. So let's suppose your ad account name is ad account 1. This is going to be your main dashboard. Okay, so remember this, guys. This is the page you're gonna see a lot as you run Facebook ads. So get familiar with it. Don't worry, I will show you everything here in this video. So follow along with me, and it will not seem as intimidating as it might for some of you. So we want to promote my website, right? Here's my website, by the way, ivanmana.com. Make sure you guys do have some website you want to promote. You can't just promote a physical location or anything like that. So just make sure you have some sort of website or landing page, anything like that. And back in our Facebook ads, what you're going to do is click on create. Okay, so notice here there are these 3 tabs. Let's start, I guess, from this. So Facebook ads, just like Google ads, follows a little hierarchy, which means you have campaigns at the top, you have the ad sets or ad groups, as they call it in Google and Microsoft, and then you have the ads. So at the campaign level, this is where you could set the budget for the entire campaign. You could also do it at the ad set level. I'll get into that. And you will also choose your campaign objective. This becomes pretty important as you determine what exact objective you want. Do you want to reach out to more people? Do you want to get as many clicks on your website? Do you want to get as many sales? Do you want to collect as many leads? Okay, we'll get into that in a second here, but that's what the campaign level is for. Next, you have the ad set level. Now, this is the heart of your advertising. Just like, again, with Google ads, if you saw my Google ads video or Microsoft ads, this is where you set the targeting. Very important. That means the age, that means the gender, that means the device, that means, most importantly, the interest groups or audience groups if you have a remarketing list. So again, don't worry too much. We will get into it, but that is what the ad set mainly is for. And last but not least, you have the ads. Of course, how can you create campaign without ads? This is where you set the creative. That means your ad text, your description, your headline, and of course your image. And again, depending on your objective, if you set a video campaign, for example, you can add a video. So now that we covered this hierarchy really quickly, let's see it all in action. So like I said, under campaigns, we're gonna click on create. And we're just gonna fill in the blanks, guys, okay? So we're gonna go from top to bottom. Now, the first part here, it's asking for choose a campaign objective. So this is pretty straightforward, and you can click on the little exclamation mark icon to see what each of these objectives do. So for example, if you want to reach as many people as possible, if you're a new company and you want everybody to hear about it, you would probably want to go with one of these two. Now there is minute detail between these two. I don't want to get into it, not to spend too much time. I do cover it in my Facebook ads course, but every one of these is a little different. So for example, if you set traffic, here it says Facebook will send your ads to people most likely to click on your ads. Whereas if you set, for example, let's say engagement, Facebook will show your ads to people most likely to engage with your post. That means put likes, that means share your post, that means comment your post, things like that. Facebook has information on all the people that use Facebook, surprise, surprise, and they know based on their algorithms of who is most likely to click on your ads, who's most likely to engage, or if you select this conversions campaign, for example, once you do have conversion data, again, I'll get into that later on, people who are most likely to convert and to actually buy products. Okay, so you can't set this. Ideally, you want to set this. We can't set it at the start if you have no conversion data, because how does Facebook know what your audience is? But normally what I like to start my campaigns with is traffic, basic clicks to our website. Okay, so if you're just starting out, you have no data yet, you just have a website, I would go with traffic. Now you can click on this little option here, and you can also name the campaign, name the ad set, name the ad. We're gonna leave these two blank, but we will name the campaign. Okay, so let's say our campaign name is Ivan Mana, and we're gonna click on continue. And so now you are at this campaign stage, right? So you see again the hierarchy. You have the campaign, you can have many different ad sets here, and you have the ad. So you have selected your objective here, like you said. Now, once your campaign starts running, guys, you cannot change this, okay? So keep that in mind. Set your campaign objective now, because you cannot change it later on. You will have to create a whole new campaign if you want a different objective. Next, you can click on show more options, and I'm just gonna show you some of these options you have. So you can set a campaign spending limit. So for example, if you don't wanna spend more than $100 for this campaign, that's what you would set here. And Facebook will automatically pause your ad once that limit is reached. Now let's suppose we don't wanna do that. What you can do is scroll down, and over here where it says campaign budget optimization. So normally you would set your budget at the ad set level, but if you select this to on, you can actually set your campaign, you can set the budget at the campaign level. Over here, let's say you want to set a daily budget. So you don't want to spend more than a certain amount per day. This is where you would enter it. Okay, so you could say, hey, I don't want to spend more than $30 a day and a maximum of $100 for this campaign. Okay, that's what you set. Now the other option here is lifetime budget. Now if you switch here, you will notice this part here is gone because this is the lifetime budget, right? That's the same thing that we just set up here, so it becomes redundant. So again, if you don't care about how much you spend per day, you just want to set a lifetime budget of say $100, that's where you would put it here as well. And then if you go to show more options, if you go to ad scheduling, you can set times for your ads. So you can say, hey, I want my ads to run only on specific times. And then you can set those times at the ad set level, okay? So this is pretty much everything. I think I've gone into a little bit too much detail here for the campaign level, but that is all there is, okay? So now we have two more things we have to do, the ad set level and the ads, the actual ads. You can get there several ways. One is you can just click here. If you just click here, you're gonna see all the editing options for the ad, or if you close out of that, you could have just clicked on this ad set tab. So here, as you can see, I can navigate, I can select this campaign, and now I'm gonna see all the ad sets pertaining to that specific campaign right here, and then I'm gonna see all the ads pertaining to that ad set and that campaign. Now our ads aren't ready yet, okay, so let's go back to the ad set tab, and what we're gonna do here is don't click here, click on edit, okay, because you wanna actually edit the ad set. And now this is where we set our targeting, like I said. So I'm gonna leave this ad set name blank because what I like to do is I like to set my targeting first and then make that the name of my ad set. Because if I end up testing different ad sets, for example, one ad set I wanna test people interested in monkeys, another ad set I wanna test people interested in cars. I wanna have different ad set names specific to the targeting so that I can refer to them later on without having to click on each ad set, okay? So we're gonna leave this now, we're gonna keep that at website, we're gonna leave dynamic creative off. I have a video explaining this in more detail if you want, check that out. We're gonna leave it blank for now, we don't need it. And then offer here, this is pretty cool too. This just sets, once you set the page, like here, we're gonna select our Ivan Mana YouTube page, you can create an offer. So you could say, hey, right now we're doing 50% off, for example, for this promotion. So it adds a little bit of extra information to your ad, so that's pretty cool if you do have a promotion. Now we don't have any, so I'm just gonna leave it off. Next, you have the budget and schedule. This is where you set when you want your ads to start and end. So you can just set a date here. Now, if you are like me and you prefer to run your ads forever, unless you manually pause them, so you don't wanna set off a date right off the bat, you can just enter a date far, far away and then go in and manually pause it, okay? So for example, if I set it to like March 16th, we can just leave it at that. Now we can scroll down, and as you can see here, we do have a little warning. Keep in mind, you will get these warnings every once in a while, so don't freak out, just read what they say and you should be able to easily fix it. So in this case, this says that, hey, we selected a specific ad schedule at the campaign level, so now we have to select a schedule here. So let's say you want to run your ads every day from 3 to 3, right? So let's say from 3 in the morning to 3 in the evening, from 3 a.m. to 3 p.m. What you're going to do is you're going to click here, and then you're going to drag it all the way here. And now our ads are running from 3 a.m. here, right? Each one is 1 hour. So from 3 to 3 right here, right? This is where the 3 p.m. starts. So this one here is from 3 to 4, okay? Now, if you want to set specific days, for example, I don't want it to run on Friday at all. I'm going to deselect Friday, and let's say I want to deselect Tuesday, okay? So this is your ad schedule if you have specific times. If you don't want to set times, then remember, at the campaign level, let's go back to the campaign level. If we scroll down to the bottom, we want to deselect this option. We don't want to run our ads on a schedule. So we're just going to go ahead and click continue. And now our ads are going to be running all the time, okay? Especially if you're promoting like an affiliate offer like we are and you're just testing, now this whole option here is gone. And then over here, this is where you can set your ad set limits. So if you click on over here, you can set, a minimum and a maximum amount for this specific ad set. And later on, once we're done creating the campaign, I will show you how to quickly duplicate ad sets so you can test different things. So that's when you might want to set a budget. You might want to say, I don't want to spend more than 20 bucks for each ad set. But we're going to turn it off for now. We don't want that. And we're going to scroll down to the audience part. Now, this is your main targeting option here, guys. So this is where you're going to spend most of your time. So let's start from the top. We have location. Which countries you want to target people. If you want to target everybody in the whole world, you're simply going to type in, yes, we want people here. Sorry, we're going to go over here and we're going to type in worldwide. And it's this option here. So it's considered a region. I don't know, but it's, they put the little mark here on the whole world. And now you'll be targeting everyone. Now, let's suppose you don't want to target everyone. And like me, you prefer to target the tier 1 location. So what you're going to do is click over here and type in the name of the country you want. So for example, Canada. We're going to type in United States. We're going to type in Australia. So normally, I run mainly affiliate marketing campaigns, which is like online products. So I normally go with the tier 1 countries, which is like the highest quality of traffic. And one more, we have United Kingdom. Okay, so let's suppose you want to target these locations. You simply type them in and that's it. Okay, so you're good for this location part. And again, over here, I don't know if I stressed it enough. You want to make sure it's this option, people living in or recently in this location. And then if you want to target people that literally only live there, they didn't even visit the specific location, you want to select this option. So just some things for you to look at. We can leave it here. Now, as we adjust the targeting, you can also pay attention to what they have here on the right side. This says that we'll be reaching about 340 million people. Now, this is a huge number, okay? So don't think of it as the more, the better. On the contrary, you want a smaller number. Ideally, rule of thumb is, let's say, 300 to 600,000 people. The reason why you want this number is because it's not too big, that it's so broad. You might reach people that aren't interested in what you're offering, but at the same time, it's narrow enough to reach targeted people that are interested in your products. So that's my golden number. It's kind of between 300,000 and 500,000. So 340 million is way too big, but as we keep working on these options, it will go down, okay? So you will see that. So next we have the age. So right now we're targeting anybody from age 18 to 65 plus. So from 18 plus basically. So if you want to change it, you simply select the exact age. The cool thing about this is that unlike Google, which give you, they give you specific like age ranges, with Facebook you can target exact ages because they have so much more information. So let's suppose we want to target everyone from age 22 to age 40. Now you can see that the results are much lower. Now it's 160 million, so that's half of what we had before, okay? So let's keep going. You want to target genders. You can target all men or women depending on the product. And now finally, we're on to the detailed targeting. This is where the heart of your research will come in. So what we're gonna do is click on edit over here, and you can enter your interests. So interest groups, they are like, you already know Facebook pages, right? So like right now, today, we created our Facebook page, Ivan Mana YT, YouTube. So you can target people that like specific pages. So in this case, for example, we're promoting an affiliate marketing guide. So maybe we want to reach people that are interested in affiliate marketing. So maybe we can type in affiliate marketing, and we're going to get suggestions of Facebook groups. So over here you have ideas. Now pay attention to what it says here on the right, because over here it says this is an employer. So affiliate marketing employer means, over here it's telling you description over there on the right, people who listed their employer as affiliate marketing. So probably these are people that are self-employed as affiliate marketers. But this is employers, so there's no affiliate marketing page that they liked, okay? Then you have job titles, people who listed their job as affiliate marketing. And then here you have the interests. So this is people who have expressed an interest in this page. So if you go on Facebook, you will likely find a page called affiliate marketing, this exact one, which has about 12 million people. You can see there, over there on the right-hand side, the 12 million there. That's how many people like this page. So if we target it here, we're going to be targeting people with all these, options like age 20 to 40, all, and people who like affiliate marketing. And now our range is much more narrow. It's 820,000 people. Now you can keep adding interest groups. So if you type in, you can either click on suggestions or you can just type in affiliate marketing again, and I'll probably just end up typing suggestions. And now we're going to get things related to affiliate marketing. And as we go through the interest groups, we will see how many people there are in that group or that like that group. So for example, digital marketing, there are 175 million people. Okay, so that's way too much. I accidentally clicked that. That's way too much, way too broad. I would probably do more research. So I wouldn't do that. You can scroll down, look at all these options, see what makes sense to you. For example, money, that's way too broad, 500 million people. So this part is on you guys to go in there and find relevant audiences. Now, a neat little trick you can do is if you go into narrow audience, you can type in audiences that have to match together. So if I type something in here, let me just do this again. Let me type in passive income. What we'll be doing here, if we do it this way, is we'll be targeting people that like affiliate marketing or like passive income, either one. So we'll be targeting 12 million people plus the 15 million people, not including people that like both groups, okay? So somewhere in between, as you can see here, 2.4 million with all of these. Now, if I remove this and I target digital marketing here, for example, so we type in digital marketing. Now what we'll be doing is we'll be targeting people that like this and this group, okay? So think of it as like a little circle. You have a circle for affiliate marketing, you have a circle for digital marketing, and then if you combine them, you have the little part in between. This thing here, what we've done by clicking narrow audience is we are targeting people in between, okay? So it's much more targeted audience because now people have to like both. So now we're at 380,000 people, which is much more targeted. This is more so of a number that I like. So you can keep going, you can click narrow further, and you can keep adding things. Now, one cool thing I do like is something called engaged shoppers. That's the name of this. And what this is gonna do is notice how this is a behavior. So Facebook identifies people that constantly buy on Facebook, and you can target them. So people that like affiliate marketing, and they like digital marketing, and they are engaged shoppers. So now our number is about 140,000. So it's a very, very laser targeted, narrow audience that you can target. Now there's more that goes into it, guys. I actually have a video on this. I'll link it to you. What normally you would want to do is, let me close out of this for a second. If you click on business tools again, if you go over into audience insights right over here, what you can do is it's a tool that allows you to do research and get way more information, way more insight into the different audiences, okay? So you can do that. Take a look at my video, which covers it in more detail, or my course, which covers everything comprehensively. But this is a tool that can help you get ideas. If you're kind of stuck and you're not sure, or you want more information about what genders, what age groups, what interests are contained within a specific page, this is the tool you would use. By the way, there are different ways of doing this. So what we did here is the laser targeted approach, which means that we keep narrowing our audience, right? So we say people who like this and this and this and this. That's the laser targeted approach. There is another approach which involves you just setting one interest group at a time and then split testing all of them and seeing which one works. So I cover all of that in my course, but just letting you know there's no one right way of doing this. You have different ways you can go about targeting, but this is the process, right? So I'm just telling you guys generally what you should be doing, what you should be looking for. Now, one thing you could also do is you can also exclude audiences. So this especially is useful once you do remarketing. And if you, for example, create a remarketing list for people who purchased your products already, you might want to exclude them from the list. You don't want to target them from the list because in this case, we're targeting a cold audiences. We have a message, hey, welcome to my site. Here's what I do. We don't want to show that to people who already know me, who already bought my site, not my site, but my products. So this is where you would exclude them here by clicking here, and then same thing, you find your interest, your targeting, and whatnot. Now you can also select this option here, reach people beyond your detailed targeting, and that's just Facebook's gonna go and search for more people that are similar to what you indicated here. I usually don't like to select it unless I'm experimenting and I have a little bit of an extra budget. Next, we have here languages. So you can set the language. Now, this isn't going to translate your language, okay? So we can set, for example, English, all, and now our ads are going to show to people who have Facebook in English, who are using an English interface. We're going to scroll down a little bit. Let's click on show more options and see what else we have here. You can add connections. So this is basically people who like your page. So once you get page data, you can target people who like your page, who engage with your page, who are friends of your page, and so on. And then what you could also do is you could save the audience, okay? So you can, if you spend a lot of time researching this and you find this is the perfect audience, you can go ahead, click save, and you'll just be able to give it a name to save it, and you'll be able to use it later on. So the audience name, we can say, I don't know, Yvonne Mana Affiliate Marketing Interest Group, for example, okay? So that's how you would do it. And then if you want to add these audience groups, if you want to add them back again, you want to retarget them, then you would just scroll up here where it says search existing audiences, and you would find your audience here. So we don't have any audiences, but you would find all your audiences here, including remarketing audiences, again, which I cover in my course in very thorough detail. You'll be able to find remarketing audiences here, so you could target the people that already saw your website or maybe didn't buy. You can retarget them, okay? So everything is here for the audiences, and you can use saved audiences here. If you save them, they will be over here. So that being said, let's keep going. Let's say all this targeting is good. Let's imagine we're happy with this. Let's go down. Now the next part here is targeting. So you can obviously put your ad in different places, okay? So if we go to manual placements, you can place your ads here. It says all these options. So you can put it on Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, Audience Network. And then over here, you see images of what it looks like when you hover over all of them. Now, if I'm more constrained on my budget, I don't feel like experimenting yet. I just want to kind of see how my ads are doing. Generally, the most effective ad format is going to be your Facebook newsfeed, okay? So what you can do is you can deselect everything. You can go down here, or you can just deselect those options. That works too, whichever way, but I like to do more manual so I see and confirm that everything's been taken out, and just scroll down, make sure everything is removed, right? We don't want to show our ads anywhere here. We don't want to show it anywhere here. We only want to show it on Facebook. Only what we're paying for, we're paying Facebook. So we want to deselect all this, all this, all this, all that, and all that, and give it a second. I don't know why it's lagging a little bit. And we will only want to show it on Facebook newsfeed. So if you want to know kind of the most effective or the most efficient, the biggest bang for your buck, it's generally going to be Facebook newsfeed. Everything else is worth testing, and I'm not saying you can't make money, but if you're constrained, your best bet is the newsfeed. That's what you see when people scroll through their newsfeed. As you can see here, there's a little image there on the right. You know, as you normally go through Facebook, that's what people see, kind of the ad in the middle. So that's what we like to do. Once again, if you want to select everything you want to test, just reselect them again, okay? But that's what this is. And we missed one little thing here. If we go to devices, this is where you set device targeting. So if you want to target people, for example, only on mobile, you're going to deselect desktop, and you're going to target people only on mobile. Now, in this case, we can leave it on because my website is mobile optimized. But we can scroll down. Let me show you some other things here. If you go to click more options, the other cool thing you can do is, this is something Google doesn't have, which is pretty cool. You can, for mobile devices, you can select only when connected to Wi-Fi. So you will not be targeting people that are using their data. So this is cool because if somebody isn't waiting in line for a dentist or a doctor, you know, to get their car registration license at a governmental building, your ads will not show to them because likely they're in a rush, they're waiting, they can get up any minute. So likely you want to target people that are relaxed, and this option allows you to do that. Target only when connected to Wi-Fi, okay? So that's what this is. You can leave this option as is. Let's go down. We're almost done here with these options. We can leave all these blank. I don't really touch these. Optimize, again, I also leave these blank. You can choose any of these options, so you can pay for impressions, for example. So you can say, hey, I only want to pay for impressions, by the way, is every 1,000 impressions. So an impression is when someone sees your ad. So you can choose and say, hey, I want to pay when every time 1,000 people see my ad. You can do that. Normally, what I like to do is start with link clicks. So someone actually clicks the button on your website, you want to pay for that. And then as your ad becomes better, as you optimize and you see higher conversion rates, you see higher click rates, that's when you want to switch to impression, because then it'll be cheaper for you, because then you convert well for every 1,000 impressions. Whereas at the start, you might have a hard time getting clicks because you're optimizing, you're not sure if it's a good offer, if it's a good page, and so on. So we're gonna go ahead and scroll down. When you get charged, you can set it to link click. So you will pay for every click, okay? And that is pretty much it for the ad set level. So now what we're gonna do is let's go back up and change the name of our ad set, right? So our ad set here is, let's suppose we said 22 all locations. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna say T1 for tier 1 countries. These are the 5 tier 1 countries, Australia, Canada, whatever you saw me put there. Then I'm gonna put double slash. I'll say we said 22 to 40. I'll say males plus females. I'll put double slash. And then looks like there's a little space there. Sorry, I'm a little perfectionist. Let's remove that. And then the main thing is we're gonna scroll down here and we wanna get all these, right? So we wanna say affiliate marketing plus digital marketing plus engaged shoppers. So we're gonna add it here. Gonna add space. Now, guys, you know, a common question I'll get is, do you have to do this? No, you don't. This is for my reference, or for your reference if you're doing your ad. Later on, once you split test, let's suppose you want to test how well all genders ages 41 to 65 are doing. You will have two separate groups. This way you can just glance at it and you will know. If you don't name it like this, you will have to actually click on this ad set and you will have to see what's contained within it. It's an extra click, and then you have to click back, and then, right? So all the clicks add up, so it's just easier if you do it this way. So I've gotten to the habit of doing it, and you might see this little message, just click here. This means that right now it's 10:12. You just have to set it back to 10:12 because you can't set a start date in the past. So we're gonna scroll down. We're gonna pick up digital marketing, and then we'll just, I copied paste, I clicked on Control C. So I'm gonna Control V to paste, and then I'll just say plus engaged shoppers, okay? And so now I know exactly what this ad group contains, okay? So if we close out of that, by the way, everything gets saved automatically. You don't have to click on save or hear anything. It gets saved live in real time. So now it's in draft, and then this is what you see. And then if you are taking up more space, you can just go ahead and do that. And now you see the whole thing here. If you also specified that this is only mobile traffic or only desktop traffic, this is where you would set it as well. And lastly, we have to actually create the ad. That's the error here. That's the only error remaining, is we have to create the ad, and then we're good to go. So what I'm gonna do is I can click here, just on this option, not edit, click here, or we can go to ads, okay? Either way. So let's suppose I click here this time, and it just takes it automatically to the ad tab. And then what we're gonna do is click on edit. And now this is where we create the actual ad, okay? So this is where you have to get a little creative, guys. Maybe take some time to think about the right ad copy, maybe take a look around, see what others are doing on Facebook. But this is where we have to settle these details. So the first part here, the ad name, we're gonna leave it blank for now. Let's create the ad, and then again, we're gonna describe our ad in the title. Next, you have to select the Facebook page. So in this case, it is this page that we created together, right? Ivan Mana YT. If you are promoting on Instagram, you would have to select an Instagram page if you want, but we are not promoting on Instagram, so we're just gonna leave it blank. For the ad setup, here's where you can choose what you want, like which format. You can set a carousel, which allows you to add several images together, and they, just like a carousel, over here, let me see if I can show you an example, here. So here's one image, then people can click the little button or the little arrow, and it's gonna take them to the next image. Or you have a collection which opens into you will see full out a collection of all the images right away. So it's a little bit different than carousel or the single image type. And let me see if, I guess it got turned off automatically. Let's see if I can show you what it looks like. Yeah, not quite. Okay, so that's okay, but it's just gonna be a collection of all the images, all the items, okay? So we're gonna go single image. This is the easiest. This is the most common option you will actually go with. I leave these options blank so we can leave them. Let's scroll down. And then over here, this is where you can add the media. So you can click here, you can add image or video. Let's click on add image. So this is where you can upload your images. So you can either upload them or you can use existing images. So if you have, images of your page, right now our page doesn't have many images, so there's nothing here. But you can have business images if you uploaded anything there, and of course account images, which I already uploaded here to this account. So click on upload and you'll be able to upload your file. So let's say we want to use this image here. I'm just going to go ahead and select it for illustration purposes. And we might have to crop it a little bit if we don't like the way it looks. You can click on crop for all the different placements. Now in this case, it doesn't matter too much. Our ad will look like this because we are only targeting Facebook desktop newsfeed. But if you will be targeting different options, you will have to select these and just kind of, crop them, make them look good, okay? But in this case, it doesn't matter because we're only gonna be promoting on Facebook desktop newsfeed. So we're gonna click done here. And let's see what our image is going to look like right there, okay? So if you are uploading your image, the ideal dimensions are 1.91 to 1. So it's almost 2 to 1. So you want the width here to be double the size of the height, almost, okay? That's like the ideal dimensions that they want for desktop newsfeed. And that would be equivalent to 1200 by 628 pixels. So as you can see, the 1200 is almost double of the 628, right? In this case, the image size isn't exact, but that's okay. It's just an example, and that looks fine. So we can scroll down. If you click this option here, you can adjust whichever placement you want. Like I said, we're only doing Facebook desktop newsfeed, so there's not much to change. But if you do, you click here and you select which one you want to change, and then you can go ahead and adjust it. So after that, this is where we set the text, the headline, the description of our Facebook ad, okay? So over here, you can see it says headline right there. So that's going to be your headline. Your primary text is going to be right there, right above the image. So if I write something here, if I write text, it's going to show up right there, and then your description shows right underneath. Now, if your headline is long enough, the description isn't going to show, okay? So just so you know. So we can add all these things here. Let me first add the website URL so this message goes away, and we're just going to type in my website, https, let's say ivanmana.com. Now, I am offering you guys an actual free guide to affiliate marketing. So if you want to learn how to make money from home, I've been doing this for 4 years. Everything I show you in the guide just enter your name, email, and I will send you the guide right away. So it's a 55-page ebook guide. You will know everything about affiliate marketing and how to make money online. So this isn't just a test website, it is my actual website. Take a look and you can get this guide. So if we go back here, that's the website. So let's fill in some details. So we're promoting, I'm giving people a free guide for people looking for what is affiliate marketing. So for the headline, let's say free affiliate marketing guide. Yeah, so this is what it's going to look like on mobile. That's why it's a bit squished. On desktop, there's going to be a bit more space, okay? So I will show you how to preview this once we're actually done. But let's say free affiliate marketing guide for beginners, for example. And yeah, it will get a little bit laggy. So after you type, there's going to be a little delay. And we could also add a description. So we could say 55 pages. Let's say teaching you what affiliate marketing is and how to make money online. Okay, so that's for this option. And then for the text, I like to start with a question because Facebook is something called disruptive marketing, where people don't go on Facebook to read ads. People go on Facebook, they're not searching for anything. They're just relaxing, reading through their friend's post, and then your ad kind of shows up. So you want to grab attention with an image and with text. So I like to start with a question. So I like to say, for example, want a free affiliate marketing guide. Okay, and then we can say, in this guide, I teach you what affiliate marketing is and how you can make money with it, let's say right now. So then we can enter our URL. So we could say something like, simply go to the site below, enter your details, and I'll send you the guide right away, okay? And then what we can do is we could also link to our site. Now, what I also like to do is use these emojis. So what I like to do is if you go to emojipedia.com, no, emojipedia.org, I think, you can get some cool emojis and you can add them, okay? So from this website, let me quickly show you what it's gonna look like. Sorry, I had a bit of an internet outage. So if you go to emojipedia.org, you can get cool emojis here. So in this case, what I like to do is type an arrow, and then I like to get these downward pointing arrows. So over here, if you click on down arrow, there are other websites you can go to as well. It doesn't have to be this one, but then you're gonna copy. Let's go back to our ad here, and then I'm just gonna Control V to paste. So I'm gonna paste that several times, and it's like a little arrow pointing down. Now you could also, what you could also do is if you type arrow, I think there's a little hand as well. Hand down, and you can do like a little person pointing down, so something like this, like that one. And this one's actually better. I actually prefer to use this one. So let's go back here. We can delete all these options here, and we're just gonna paste the hands like that, okay? And then what you could also do, if you want more of these emojis, you can scatter them throughout. They do get a little bit more attention. So if you, for example, write book, you can take a little picture of like an ebook maybe. So let's see, either laptop or let's see if we can find like an ebook. Yeah, I mean, maybe open book, we can use that. So we can copy that, for example, go back to our ad and maybe paste it right here. And that is pretty much it. Like, that's the idea, right? So obviously put a little bit more time into it, think of a good message. And then what you could also do is you can add options. So you can test different variations. So if you click on add options, you can test another variation for the headline, and then you can test another, for the primary text, you can test another variation for the headline. So you can go with all these options and see which one works for you the best. So I'm just gonna go ahead and close out of that, and we should be pretty much good with this ad. So I'm just gonna scroll down, make sure everything is good here. Looks like we filled everything in. This is what our ad's gonna look like. Now, to actually see what our ad's gonna look like live, you would normally click here and you can preview it, but you cannot preview until you publish. So what I'm gonna do here is quickly publish this, and then you can take a look. Now, if you are afraid and you're saying, no, I'm not ready yet, let's pause this, that's fine. You can publish it and then pause it, okay? So let's take a quick look. This ad is under review anyway, okay? So it's not gonna run yet. So now you can go here and you can say view on Facebook desktop newsfeed. You can click here, and now you can scroll through your Facebook and see what other people are actually gonna be seeing. So if you scroll down, this guy's looking for a Facebook ads expert. Hopefully you guys can reply to this guy now and offer your suggestions. So we can scroll down. And it looks like I'm not seeing anything yet here. So let's try it one more time. We're gonna go here, let's say Facebook desktop newsfeed once again. Sometimes it does that, so that's okay. If you don't see your ad, just re-click. Let's see if it shows up now. There you go. Okay, so here's our ad. you know, a nice good looking girl. People always use girls in their advertisements. Maybe you want to do that. It's important for the person to look at you, look at the camera. She's looking at the camera. She's got some money. So, you know, take a look at these things, and then here's what the things look like. Simply go to the site below. And then if someone clicks this image, or they click here, or they click learn more, they will go to my site. And it's loading. Sorry, internet is a little bit slow, but let me go back here real quick and show you. There was one more thing I missed, and that is the call to action button. So over here, you can also do, so you can enter a display link. So if your URL is like ivanmana.com/landing page, you don't have to show the whole thing, and you can just say display ivanmana.com. Or if your website URL is, for example, www.ivanmana.com or go.ivanmana.com, if that's what it is, and you don't want it to show that, then you can just go in and say, well, I want my display to just say Ivan Mana. Okay, you can do that. Now, you cannot use a different URL. So if your URL is, you know, hotpotatoes.com, you can't use Ivan Mana as the display link. The domain, this part has to be the same, and actually this part too. Okay, that part has to be the same. And sorry about that. It says oops, probably because of the crappy internet. But the page did load here, so it looks like it's working. Yeah, something's off with the internet. I'm sorry, guys. But everything else is pretty much good to go. So let's publish it one more time, and then let me show you how to pause it in case you don't want it to run. So it's publishing. It says one ad was published successfully. That's good news. Okay, we're gonna go here. Oh, and we didn't name our ad, so we want to do that. And then if you want to pause it, you can just click here, right there, and now it's paused. Okay, and then what you want to do is if you click on, you can edit the name here, or you can click on edit and just go through the steps here. So our ad was, you know, we want to reference, we started with a question, want free guide. Let's put a little question mark to indicate that it's a question, and then we'll say girl with money on phone, okay? And then this is for our reference. Again, once we create different ad copies, variations, we will know what each ad is. And so that's the idea, and that's what our ad's gonna look like. You know how to preview it now, but it is paused, okay? So just remember, if you don't want it to run yet, just pause it, or pause the entire campaign. So if you go to the campaign option here, you can just pause the campaign, boom, right there, and now the entire campaign is paused. Now it is on review, okay, so it's not ready yet, but once it comes off review, your ads will start delivering. Now, one more thing, if you do want to duplicate your ads or your campaigns, all you're going to do is click here, and you can either click here and say quick duplicate, which is going to just instantly duplicate, or you can click this button here, and you can say how many copies do you want. Do you want 1, 2, 3, 4 copies? You can create a new campaign in this case, which is what we want, and you just click duplicate. So we don't want to duplicate the campaign, but for example, we do want to duplicate the ad set. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I can also click duplicate here. So we do want to duplicate it to the original campaign, or we can say existing campaign, doesn't matter, it's Ivan Mana. And then let's say we want 1 copy, we're going to duplicate, and then what we're going to do is go in there and make some changes. So for example, we're going to set different target, okay? And let me close out of all these, by the way, just to tidy things up a little bit. Close out of that. And then over here, this is in red, which means that everything is exactly the same, right? So that means this ad is exactly the same as this one, so you obviously want to change it because they have to be a little bit different. So we're going to click on this option here, and sorry, that's the ad. So you want to click on the ad group or the ad set, and then we want to scroll down, and let's say we want to do slightly different targeting. So we're going to go down, and then over here, for example, let's suppose we don't want to target affiliate marketing. We want to target, let's say we want to target people who like Neil Patel and Russell Brunson, for example, right? So we can say Neil Patel. So this is an interest group. We've got 330,000 people. Okay, so yeah, so let's just leave it at that. We don't need the second option. So let's just say here we're targeting Neil Patel and engaged shoppers, okay? So we're gonna delete all this, and we're gonna say Neil Patel, and we're gonna remove the copy, and boom, okay? So now we have these 2 different variations, and now we're testing which one's better. Is it people who like Neil Patel or people who like affiliate marketing? So that's the process. And then yes, we will address this in a second, but then if you want to go onto the ad as well, you want to change the ad, you can do that too. And if you want to duplicate the ad, same thing, guys. You go in here, you click on duplicate. Now to address this error, we might have to increase the campaign budget. Now this is all just an example, all right? So Facebook is just asking for a bit more of a budget to support all these ad groups. So we can say, for example, 200, and that message should go away. Let's just make sure it goes away before we end the video. Now, sure enough, once you publish, all the errors have disappeared, and our ads are good to go now once they get reviewed, okay? So this is how you create the Facebook campaign. Now, you don't need a budget of $200 for the lifetime. We just set it like that. But again, as you run your campaign, you can set a daily budget. And if you want to stop it at any time, you can just go ahead and just disable it like I showed you for the campaign or the ad level at any time, okay? So this is how you do this, guys. If you enjoyed this video, take a look at my case study where I show you how we created a successful, profitable campaign from ClickBank. It is on Microsoft Ads, but regardless, if you want to know how to promote affiliate products, that would be the video for you. And take a look at my Facebook ads playlist where I show you every other feature you have to know, like how to use this audience insights tool, how to create remarketing lists, and things like that. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you, and I will see you in the next video.